Black women, I knew sooner or later it was coming. I knew it. I told you guys. I said, I told you. I knew it, and it's now finally happened. I want to address a woman on YouTube. She's not one of us. Her name is, her channel is called Miranda'S World. And I found her video on Kid Organics channel. And I just want to say that from what I've seen in terms of the comments on both Kid Organics channel where her video is being showed and on her channel where the video is being showed, it seems to me that collectively Black men are 100% in support of her. So the video originally was about a fellow YouTuber by the name of Chrissy, who I think does great work on behalf of Black women, especially dark-skinned Black women. And I felt that I needed to inform her about this Miranda World channel. The woman Miranda, now, you know, she is, she's British and she's mixed race. And she's light-skinned. She's addressing colorism. And she believes that light-skinned women are becoming its new victims, which I find to be kind of silly. But nonetheless, that's her argument. She's addressing colorism, and she believes that light-skinned women are becoming the new victims of colorism. Now, in her video, she states the issue of colorism was first brought up by another fellow Black female YouTuber. She's actually a dark-skinned activist. Some of you may have heard of her. Her name is Miss Rashida Strober. I've seen her a few times on several different channels, live streams, and she is a staunch advocate of Black women, not just Black women, but dark-skinned Black women. And on the Miranda'S World video, the woman states that, you know, Chrissy is contradicting herself about her stance on colorism. And she states that Chrissy is encouraging excommunication of light-skinned mixed people, friends and family members from our lives. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and stop right there. The first thing that I want to say is I don't know who this woman is. I've never heard of her before until a couple of days ago when I saw her video on Kid Organics channel. The second thing that I want to say is I don't understand how a group of people who are considered by the majority of the men in the Black community to be, for lack of a better word, more superior than Black women. Full-blooded Black women, if I want to be a little bit more accurate about that. And, you know, she's accusing Chrissy and her followers, her subscribers, of, you know, encouraging, you know, Black women to remove themselves from friends and family members who happen to be light-skinned or mixed race. I don't know. I've never heard Miss Chrissy talk about that. I've seen a lot of her videos, and I can honestly say that I don't think I've ever heard Miss Chrissy say, you know, get rid of, you know, all of your light-skinned mixed race friends and family members and just don't deal with them. And just to let you know something, Black women, it's actually the opposite, okay? I made a video about this a long time ago, and I told you about the new black community that's coming that doesn't include us. I talked about that when the scandal of Phil the Advice show first hit about his wife, not being black and all this stuff. And, I talked about that. And I told you guys that, black men they're rebuilding the black community, but it doesn't include us, okay? I talked about that. I told you that the new community in the future, the new black community in the future is not going to include black women if black men have anything to say about it. Their community is going to consist of themselves, non-black women, and their mixed-race children, and it won't include black women. I told you guys this before, and it's the opposite because, the difference between the way black men raise their mixed-race children and the way black women raise their mixed-race children, it is completely different. Based on my own experience and from what I have seen and heard from other black women, not just on social media, but in my own life, a lot of black men raise their mixed-race children to be bigoted and prejudiced and racist and removed and detached and indifferent towards black people. I've seen it too many times, and I know that you have too. I know there are many black women. You can leave a comment at the bottom of my video because I've seen many black women that have talked about, their mixed race family members that are very unfriendly towards them, very removed from them. They don't really want to associate with the black side of who they are. Those that can pass for white have nothing to do with black people except for maybe their black father, and that's pretty much about it. And a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, okay? So I want some confirmation because I want you guys to leave a comment about your own personal experience dealing with mixed race people with black fathers who tend to be very racist and bigoted and prejudiced and detached and indifferent towards black people, okay? Especially black women. And another thing is with black women, when we raise our mixed race children, we tend to raise them to be, to identify with both of who they are, and not to be indifferent and rude and removed and detached and racist and bigoted and prejudiced and hateful towards the black side of who they are. I've told you about that before. That's the difference. And, so she goes on and she says that Chrissy encourages her followers to diss black men and date white men. I've never ever heard Chrissy say that. Now, I will admit that I haven't seen all of her videos, but I've seen enough to know that that's not her MO. If anything, she encourages black women to be the best that they can be on every level and to go where they are appreciated and celebrated and not tolerated. Okay? So, the woman Miranda also continues to say that she's very confused because many of these children from black women, white men relationships will be light-skinned and biracial. Well, yeah, many of them will, but the way that they look at themselves and the way that they treat black people will be a contrast, will be completely different from the way black men raise their mixed race children. Now, a lot of us, including myself, a lot of us are going to be, we're going to be married to men of other races, and many of us are going to be mothers of mixed race children. But we're not going to raise our mixed race children the way black men raise their mixed race children. It is a complete contrast. Black men tend to raise their daughters to believe that they're more superior and more better than black women, and black men also teach their sons to be pretty much the same way, but they tend to sort of tolerate black men a little bit more if they have to. And a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. You can leave a comment at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about. Many of us have gone to school with these people. We've worked with these people. Some of them are in our, some of us have them in our family. And we know, we interact with these people. A lot of us have gone to college with these people, and we see the difference in how black people treat us as full-blooded blacks versus how they treat mixed race people. Now, I can pretty much close to 100%, I can pretty much tell if a mixed race person has a black father versus those that don't. Simply by the way they treat me, I can tell. One of the things that I've noticed is that they have a very white supremacy type of way of acting when they're around black people. They really do. And I think a lot of you guys, you know what I'm talking about if you've experienced the same thing. So I want you guys to look at the links at the bottom. I have two videos. Well, actually, it's two links. Both of them are going to show the same video. One of them is going to be on Kid Organic's channel. And I just want you to look at the video and read the comments. Then I want you to click on the other link, the same video, but it's on Miranda'S World channel. And I just want you to read the comments. A lot of black men, this is their new weapon against us. I told you guys that they're going to start using non-black women, that would include mixed race women, to come against us. I told you that. I warned you about that. I knew it was coming, and it's here. It's here. I told you that. And it's going to get a lot worse, black women. I told you that black men have a perpetual hatred for us. They don't give a fuck about us. They're using their non-black women and their mixed race children to fuck with us, to come against us. I told you that. It is a big, big difference between the way black men raise their mixed race children and the way black women raise their mixed race children. It is a big difference, a big difference. And you know something, I wish I had more time to really go into this, but I want you to just click on the links, watch the video, and then I want you to come back to my video and leave your comment and let me know what you think. Because this is the new weapon that black men are using against us to destroy us. This woman came out of nowhere. Her channel only has about maybe 3 videos, all right? And the most recent one is the one that I'm talking about right now. So, yeah, it doesn't look good, black women. Look, let me tell you something. By the year 2070, I already told you, for you guys that are going to make a choice to stay here in this country, you're in for a rude awakening. Your black community is about to have a major change. And for those of you that have daughters that are from like, I don't know, 1 to 10, the next 10 years, you know, if they go to a public school, you know, in the black community or a public school that's more, you know, ethnically diverse, I'm telling you right now, prepare yourself for your daughters to come home with some horror stories. They're going to be picked on. They're going to be bullied. They're going to be, you know, they're going to be treated very badly. I'm telling you right now, I see it coming. I see it coming. Oh, my God. This is really, really sad. You know, we need to get our passports and get the hell out of here and make sure that when we have our mixed race children, we raise them to be kind and respectful and courteous towards black people and not to be uppity and snotty and stuck up and racist and bigoted, because that's what their black fathers have taught them. Oh, God, this is really sick. This is sick. You know, I mean, all right, I'm out. It's, you know, it's Saturday night. It's like, you know, 3 something, and I got to get ready to go out and just have a good time. I'll see you guys later. Take care. I'm out.